What if I told you that your nights are far more alive than you realize, that while you sleep, your soul might be traveling to other realms, gathering guidance, healing, insight? One of the most documented intuitive researchers in American history, Edgar Cayce, sometimes called the Sleeping Prophet, dedicated decades to exploring that very possibility. In his archived sessions, conducted in a trance state and later recorded, he described a breathtaking vision. During sleep, the soul doesn't simply rest, it journeys. I invite you to walk with me through those records, not as unquestioned facts, but as ancient maps for seekers. If you've ever woken up with the feeling you were somewhere else, or sensed a heaviness or clarity that didn't fit your waking life, this may speak directly to you. Let me share what Cayce proposed about the nightly voyage of the soul, the destinations, the truths, and what it all could mean for your waking life. In the early 1900s, Cayce began using trance to explore consciousness beyond the physical body. Over thousands of sessions, he recorded thousands of readings, many of them related to health, but some of them related to the soul, to dreams, to what happens when our conscious mind sleeps. In one reading, he described something extraordinary, that when your body falls asleep, your soul often detaches through what he called a silver cord and travels to realms beyond the physical. He claimed that sleep can be a form of spiritual motion, not just rest. According to his records, there are 3 realms your soul may visit during the night, and each serves a different need. 1. The threshold realm, a place between worlds. The first realm is what Cayce often described as the borderland, a threshold between the physical world and deeper spiritual layers. In this space, the soul may process emotions, release burdens, or reconnect with energies from people who've passed on. In Cayce's view, dreams where you sense someone's presence, a beloved face, a familiar energy, may come from the soul interacting in this threshold realm. For many seekers, this suggests a comforting possibility that loss isn't always a severed connection. Instead, the soul may continue communicating beyond physical form. Even if you're skeptical, think about the dreams that felt real long after you woke up, the ones that left you emotionally stirred. Maybe they weren't just your mind replaying memories, perhaps your soul was reaching out. 2. The record realm, accessing soul memory. Cayce described a second realm, what he referred to as the cosmic record, a place beyond time where the soul can access deep knowledge, personal pasts, possible futures, hidden truths. In his recorded sessions, Cayce recounted instances where individuals claimed to receive insight or symbolic knowledge during sleep. Not prescriptions or magical cures, but inner guidance, clarity about their purpose, direction, or healing that felt spiritual rather than physical. To seekers, this realm offers one of the most powerful ideas, that you already carry more wisdom within than you realize. Sleep becomes a bridge between your conscious mind and timeless inner knowing. If you've ever woken from a dream with sudden clarity, a new perspective, or a sense of purpose you can't explain, maybe that was your soul tapping into its deeper memory. 3. The realm of spirit, union with universal consciousness. Finally, Cayce wrote about a highest realm, a place of pure spirit where souls connect directly with the universal source beyond names or beliefs. In his own experiences, he claimed to have glimpsed visions there, symbolic visions pointing to global events, collective human energy, or deep spiritual truths. He didn't present these visions as prophecies in the predictive sense, but as reflections of spiritual currents. For seekers, this realm represents the potential for inner transformation, a chance to align with universal wisdom, to receive guidance not for the ego or the body, but for the soul's path. The idea is rich. If you attune before sleep with calm, clarity, and intention, your soul may tune into something far greater than your everyday mind. How this changes the way we view sleep. If even a fraction of Cayce's records hold symbolic truth, sleep is no longer just downtime. Sleep could be a place of emotional release, a bridge to soul memory, a portal for inner revelation. For anyone who calls themselves a seeker, this changes everything, because it means the answers you search for in the day might be hidden in your nights. How to begin using sleep as a spiritual tool from a seeker's perspective. Cayce offered suggestions for how to prepare, not as rigid ritual, but as thoughtful intention. Before sleep, quiet the mind, avoid stimulation, set a simple intention: clarity, healing, guidance, growth. Open your heart and trust that your deeper self may listen. Resist pressure or expectation, allow the journey to unfold. If you go into sleep asking, "Show me truth," with sincerity and calm, maybe your soul will wander beyond the veil. What you bring back may not be a cure, it may not be a definitive proof, but it could be insight, healing of spirit, soft guidance for your path. Why this matters for seekers. Today, in an age of constant noise, notifications, screens, endless rush, we forget to pause. We forget that part of us may thrive in stillness. Cayce's work challenges that forgetfulness. It suggests that the soul's journey isn't paused when the body sleeps, it's awakened. For seekers who walk this path, that can be a radical shift, not a blind faith, but a choice to trust in deeper layers. To treat sleep not as escape, but as opportunity, your invitation. Before you drift off to sleep tonight, take a moment, breathe deeply, set a simple intention for insight, healing, clarity, whatever your heart needs. Then release, let go of control, let go of expectation, allow the quiet to guide you, because your soul may already know the way home. If this message stirred something in you, type in the comments, "I'm open to deeper journeys." Share this with another seeker quietly searching for answers. Because awakening isn't about dogma or proof. It's about remembering. It's about resonance. It's about aligning with the frequency your soul already knows. Sleep well, journey deep. May your soul bring back what your waking mind cannot yet conceive. Awaken. Ascend, become.